Minnesota Fighting Vikings superstar wide receiver Justin freaking Jefferson is indeed the best wide receiver in the National Football League. He does deserve every single penny that he will get in his extension, which I'm sure will be record-breaking. But, I mean, looking at this year, it was one of the more historical seasons in NFL history. 1,809 yards receiving, leading the league. 128 receptions, leading the league. And he was fantastic. He was dynamite, man. And he gave us a lot of great memories, and he really did flex on the season. But it was very concerning. It's very concerning, especially the way that he operated in the second half. Yes, the Giants were double and tripling him, but the fact that it was the biggest game of his NFL career and he had one catch for 4 yards in the second half, it's just kind of rough, man. Just kind of rough. And I love that Kevin O'Connell got smart and on the scripted plays, opening drive, 4 catches for 31 yards on 4 targets, that close to a touchdown. And it was smart. And the Giants, they did have Adoree Jackson, respect, the pride of USC, trailing Jefferson throughout most of the game. I think I saw 85% of the snaps. And he did a fantastic job. He really did shut Jefferson down with help from a double and triple team, a la what happened with Jaire Alexander week 17 against the Packers. But it's absolutely inexcusable, especially when the Vikings were in catch-up mode, especially when they needed some big-time plays in the second half, that Jefferson ends up with 1 catch for 4 yards on 3 targets. And, I mean, there's ways to scheme him open, as O'Connell had showed, moving him around from the X to the Z to the slot, moving him into the backfield, just putting him in a bunch. There's ways to get him open, scheme him touches. Hell, give him a jet sweep. Don't have him throw the ball back to Kirk, by the way. It's just maddeningly frustrating. And, of course, part of this is on Jefferson, but, of course, what can you do facing double and triple teams all day long? Even though, yes, Devontae Adams does it. Even, yes, Cooper Kupp does it, which is what's frustrating since Kevin O'Connell came from the Rams offense, where he was the OC, where everyone knew last year that Cooper Kupp was getting the ball, and he still got the ball. And Jefferson, I mean, this year, he put up monster stats in some big games. You look at the Packers game, the first one around. You look at, Saints, Bears, had an amazing run against the Lions, Colts, and Giants, etc. But you look at the 3 highest leverage games of the season. Eagles, Darius Slay, 6 for 48 on 12 targets. Then you have the Cowboys game. Trevon Diggs, 3 catches for 33 yards on 5 targets. And then you have the second Packers game, where the Vikings could have really cemented their spot as the 2 seed. They could have eliminated the Packers. 1 catch, 15 yards on 5 targets. And yeah, you're going to be doubled and tripled, but the best receivers in the league certainly are. And with Jefferson yesterday, like him getting so much attention from the Giants, that probably did open things up a lot for TJ Hawkinson for 10 for $129. It certainly did the first Giants game as well, but you just want more. You really do just want more. And like I said, part of it is on Jefferson, part of it is on Kirk Cousins, but I do think a lot of it is on Kevin O'Connell, where it did seem throughout the season, Kevin O'Connell has done a phenomenal job of obviously scheming Jefferson open, getting him the ball no matter what, as evidenced by Jefferson leading the league in receptions and yards, and also having an outside shot at the yardage record and even the receptions record before, the Packers game. But it just seemed like at times he got away from it, or defensive coordinators adjusted and they took away Jefferson, and O'Connell didn't readjust to the adjustment. So it's just super frustrating, and this shouldn't damper contract extension talks. I think Jefferson deserves to be the highest paid receiver in NFL history. I think that he is an emerging young superstar. I think that he is the best in the game, but we need to see more. We do need to see more of Jefferson in big-time games, and part of that's on him. A lot of that is on Kevin O'Connell, the offensive play caller, and also part of it is on Kirk Cousins as well. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just sucks the way that the season ended, and I don't know. It was a really fun, magical season, but this is going to stick in your craw for the rest of the offseason. I mean, the Packers game, the second half of the Giants game, that's what everyone's going to remember. It's like Kirk Cousins this year. Kirk had a phenomenal season. Everyone's going to remember that, that check down on 4th down. So, I don't know. But your thoughts are thoughts. Where did Justin Jefferson go against the Giants? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, as I burp, production value.